So, yo, guys, welcome back to this episode again. We'll start with a very wise word from one and only George R. Martin. A reader lives all 1,000 lives before he dies. The man who never reads lives only one. Msikia wadau? A reader lives 1,000 lives before he dies. The man who never reads lives only one. So today I'm living with the man who was lived over 1,000 years. Mr. Nuria, karibu kwa show manze.
Asante sana.
You seem so shy. Are you shy?
Hakuna.
Okay.
Sikuangi shy.
Hapo sawa. So sasa unasoma book gani?
Kuna hii kitabu nasoma sasa. Mimi ni mtu wa business books.
Okay.
So I'm reading this book.
Managing at the speed change. The speed of change. Wow. Nice. How much is this going for?
3.5.
Oh, okay.
3.5. Yeah.
Hapo sawa. So currently at the store, what are some of your favorite books? Maybe mostly you recommend readers, or does it depend on age or anything?
I think it doesn't. I think it don't depend on age.
Yeah.
But I think these are the now. Every quarter we usually release top 100 books.
Okay.
The books that are performing well in Nuria.
Yes.
So those are the books that have sold in that quarter, over 10 copies.
Okay.
So there's some who usually sell more than that. So this month we're working on it. Before 15th, we'll release them.
Okay.
For quarter 3. So the one that's leading here is Unplugged by Jacob Elliott, which is a masculinity book. Okay. So the rest, there's this one by Bulle, which is autobiography, Baba the Fifth, political book, President Pressman, political book, Referee, political, Atomic Habit, self-help, Ralph Silk, autobiography. So the books that are doing well in our store are mainly political books and autobiographies. Okay. For now. But also fictional books are doing well. I think there's one book that's fiction here. Okay. Self-help books, of course, also do well in Kenya, depending on how you position and you sell your story. Okay. So, but the books, I think, that are selling across all bookshops, I think, are fictional books. Wow. And those are now West African fictional books or novels. Okay.
Most of the time, people go for businesses that are not traditional, like books.
Yes.
People go for mandazi, these skeptical things.
Yes.
How did you end up in books?
I don't know. I went into books in 2015, December. Yeah. Nuria is the first online bookshop in Kenya. The first that started selling books online. Okay. So my background is I'm an ex-banker. I worked in banking industry for 8.5 years. Wow. And I used to be involved in other businesses before that. So there's a time that I took a break on business. That is between 2014 and 2015. And that's the time now I started now reading a lot of books. So I used to source books, both local and international. So I used to import books. And then some of my colleagues used to borrow books from me at work. So, and they're the ones I think who introduced me to book business. Okay. So there's one lady that used to be my desk mate who told me that, why are you giving us books? Because I used to read books at my workplace, especially during lunch hour. Used to have 1 hour lunch break. So some of them used to borrow from me. Even my boss, I'm the one who influenced her to start reading books. Up to date, she reads a lot of books. So through my influence. So, and then that friend of my colleague of mine now influenced me a lot as well. And now she pushed me rather and now start selling books to them. So instead of giving them books, because they used to borrow books from me. Okay. And we started with a Facebook page in 5th December. After 2 weeks, we launched our first website. It crashed. And then at that time, it was very hard to find developers or programmers. 2015, you couldn't find, they were there, but they're very expensive and they were working for big organizations. Yeah. So, but now freelancers were not that many. So freelancers were outside Kenya. So we got one in US, but they had also a branch in India. They built for us. It costed us around $4,500. They took advantage of my ignorance in the tech space. Wakanigonga. So every time I asked them for something, enhancement nini, wakani later on, it forced me now to look for another guy. So I got school dropout from JQuat. He's the guy now who developed for me from scratch.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's interesting because on our show, we usually ask our guests kama washai gongo in Nairobi. So sharia lezo li gongo mara
kitambo sana. Mara mob tena.
Okay.
Na unanyorosha vizuri.
Okay. So how's the reading culture in Kenya? Comparing like local people.
Reading culture is good in Kenya. It peaked during COVID.
Okay.
COVID was a blessing to us. Sisi wakati ya COVID ilikuwa imetusaidia sana. So COVID ilikuwa blessing to I think booksellers. Watu wameanza walikuwa wanasoma at that time. Watu walikuwa nyumbani, so people used to order and then to deliver books. So reading in Kenya has really improved. And then the thing that also improved is Kenyan readers reading Kenyan books. That also has improved. Before ilikuwa international books. So now more Kenyans are now appreciating and reading Kenyan books, and which is very good. When we started initially, over 90% of our books zilikuwa international books. Now 60% of our books are Kenyan books. 40% into international or African books. So, and that also led to now more Kenyans now. Availability of those books led to Kenyans to read books. Utanakuliza vitabu za Meja Mwangi, vitabu za John Kriamiti nini. So bado watu wanataka. It's only that hakuna mtu ambaye ameanza kumarket, to position those books in the marketplace. So the more we post them on Twitter nini watu nasema hii kitabu nimesoma nikiwa high school, nikiwa myang. Moses series. So they were bringing back that culture ya watu kusoma hizo vitabu. Sasa ungepeana kitabu ya kwenda inaitwa nini? Ngong Road, Mushai Road ya Joyce. Okay. So sorry for that.
Nini naongezwa hapa?
Gani kitabu?
Imerudishwa.
Anakuja kuchukua hapa. Weka kando.
Sawa.
The book, the readers, Kenyan readers walikuwa wanapenda sana hizo vitabu za hiyo. Because the biggest challenge that we had in Kenya is initially 2016, 17, 18, mpaka 19, mpaka 20, mpaka COVID. Wakenya tu walikuwa wanasoma sana vitabu za international. So it was hard. So we spent a lot of money in marketing it. Especially on Twitter to position. So we spend a lot of resources in marketing books, post, looking for those books where they are, from publishers, from authors, and then posting them. So the more we showcase those books, the more we put them out there, the more Kenyans are buying now. Because it's competition for attention. So the more we give attention to Kenyan books and Kenyan products, there's high chances now Kenyans will buy now those books now.
Yeah, it's so amazing because the first thing I said, nikiingia hapa, niliona book yenye nilikuwa launch. One Levi Icons.
Yeah.
So it was amazing because later on I realized so many people are writing, especially Kenyan writers. They're writing. I know you know Tella, kuwa huru.
Yeah, najua mzuri sana.
So I'm happy also young people are writing.
Yes.
But in your store, this is a tricky one. But I want to ask, what are some of the top 5 local artists to vitabu zao zinaenda sana?
Artists in terms of nani?
Authors.
One is Jacob Alieti Unplugged.
Oh, okay.
Tumeuza thousands of copies on our end, yeah. So okay. Pia ameuza. So sijui ameuza ngapi, but as we have sold over 1,000 copies within 1 year. So yake sijui ameuza ngapi. Political books, of course, are doing well. Autobiographies. Linjiru did well. The other book is anaitwa nani jamaa, Baba the Fifth. There's another book written by Saitabao Ole Kanchori. His book's also doing well. There's another book on jamaa IBC chairman. Ahmed Isaac, former IBC chairman. His book also did well. So political books. Kenya is tunapenda sana politics. So more Kenyans wants to read autobiographies and then more prominent people are writing books. Why? Wameona kitu inakuwa marketed. So fulani ameandika, my friend has written a book, a certain retired person have written. So they get encouraged now. And then they are being helped by journalists, they're being helped by other writers to write the book. Because kuandika, unaweza kuwa na story but hujui kuandika. All of us, we don't know how to write, but there are writers who are out there who will help you now to write. So what they call it, ghostwriting. So they will help you now structure the book, nini. So now also that also now encouraged more inaitwa nini, Kenyan prominent people, politicians, businessmen, inaitwa nini, former inaitwa nini,
wakulima.
Wote, si wakulima pekee, but wenye walikuwa kwa politics or even worked for government. So now they have gotten a platform where they can sell their books and also now get, you know, contacts, because some of them they reach out to us wanatuuliza, we have this kitu tumeweka pamoja but hatujui. Then we can give them editors to edit their books for them. We can refer to them printers, so who can print for you good quality books. Wanaweza kutengenezea as long as unataka print in bulk. So they're good printers as well. Zamani the printing quality ilikuwa mbaya, so it keeps on improving. I know in the couple of years, but even by next year tutakuwa na good printing, print on demand, because there are some who can't even afford kuprint in bulk. Wanataka tu kuprint 20, 30 or 50 copies. So the kuna printers ambaye who offer such quantity ya kuprint. So I think the industry is opening up, so it's nice. I think what we need now is more readers. Yeah, so still sisi wote tunapigania all these bookshops. Tunapigania maybe a market of maybe 1,000 or less than 5,000 every month. Less than 5,000 active readers. Ndio tunapigania. Ikiende juu sana ni 10,000. But the biggest market is in school business. Market iko school, shule, but mimi siko huku sahi. Yeah.
On this show, you also give people their flowers. For me, I'm a young person, and I'm happy to see slightly a young person, UAG, Mabazenga. Whatever you're doing, it's something inspiring, sana. But other than that, you inspire the younger generation in so many aspects. Nimeenda events kadha, including ya kuwa Uhuru akilaunch book yake and everything. I saw your office was there, and I was really amazed. Nimeenda places zingine nimepata your office is there. What inspires you to support young guys who are writing? Is it coming from the heart? What really inspires you?
I don't know. It's tricky. First of all, the reason why I started Nuria, or not even Nuria, before Nuria nilikuwa nafanya kazi zingine. Nilikuwa nimeuza spare parts, nikauza tires and rims. I used to have a shop in Isli. I used to sell soft drinks. And then I used to be a distributor of camel milk for another Mzungu guy who passed on. So nilikuwa nafanya mavitu mingi. And when I was at work, I really wanted to change or contribute to the bank. It changed. So there were things that I wanted to do. Nilikuwa nazuliwa na watu walikuwa juu yangu. So we couldn't transform or do a lot of stuff. Watu walikuwa naambia uko na mbio sana, why do you want to change? A lot of stuff need. Then that's why now that mentality of kuzuliwa, ile energy niko now, have forced me now to keep on jumping from one biashara to another biashara kwa biashara. So I really wanted now to change inaitwa nini, a certain market in a positive way. And the only people who can change ni watu wadogo. So us, because when I went to business nilikuwa 24 years old. Now I'm 39 years old. Bado niko kwa biashara tu. So the reason why nilikuwa nataka kitu change is sometimes wakati kuna watu juu yako, you can't do a lot. Restricted because of the policies of the bank or of that organization, nini uweze fanya. But when you are free, you can innovate and do. That organization, yes, they helped me a lot. But some of the people I was working with walikuwa wanataka tu wakule mshahara, life iendelee hivyo. Life tu pole steady growth. So wewe uko na mbio mingi ya kuchange nini, why do you want to bring all these ideas? Si tutakosa kazi. So that's why now even when I went to do the book business, I wanted, to give power to authors. Because when I started, sasa niko na 920 self-published authors. 2016 nilikuwa na 5 authors self-published. Ni wenye wamejiandikia kitabu, they looked for an editor, they printed, wakajiuzia. So these authors had the challenge of selling these books to mainstream bookshops. Wezi enda hizi established bookshops ambaye some of them are over 50 years old. Ati unapeleka tu kitabu yako wanakuzia pana. Utaambia leta, tutaangalia, weka hapa, we'll review it nini, and it will take 6, 7 or even 1 year. So they were not giving you feedback immediately. Now generation ile tuko sahi, watu kona speed. You have done something because wewe unataka, you create some employment for yourself. So kulikuwa na hizo sasa challenges in the market. So I saw this is an opportunity. Instead of selling international books, why can I focus more on self-published books? So unaandika kitabu yako, mimi nakusaidia sasa kustock na kupush kidogo. I might not sell a lot, but nakusaidia to create platform mahali ambaye mtu akikuuliza you can get it. So that's where now I saw an opportunity where kuna, when we say cartels ni mimi na wewe ambaye tuna dictate to the market.
True.
They are not aliens. They don't come from another planet or another country. So ni mimi na wewe tuna sit, tunasema hivi ndio tuta control market. And then now when you do that, you limit people now. So, but now we call ourselves we are free. We are not free. Even up to today now, hatuko free because everything is limited. We are being controlled. Na generation sasa ile iko ni watu hawataki kucontroliwa. Hii TikTok generation wanatakanga tu kitu, wakifikiria wanataka kufanya, they go getters, they want to do it. But us, they want kuna watu wengine wanataka tu wa create. Inaitwa nini, certain organizations ya regulate everything. So that's opportunity I saw now. Why can't I just stock these books for these guys and help them? And so far I've helped a lot of them. Some of them they sell through me. Some of them have even gotten the opportunity to be called by other bookshops. Kitabu yako tumeona kwa soko leta. So I've brought, nimevunja hiyo inaitwa nini?
Broken the taboo.
Hiyo kitu ya hiyo kasi ya nini, we must follow hivi, unyenyekee, ufanye hivi pole pole, ambaye sasa sisi wote tunaishi, you hand over the same bad culture to your children, to your grandchildren. So we will never achieve anything. And people are going to space and doing other stuff. People are thinking of, creating Airbnb in the moon and what, I don't know. Na sisi hapa unapigana na ukabila na mambo haifai, na sijui whom do you know, unajua nani. So I'm trying to decentralize power to more young people. Ikwe easy so that you're not enslaved indirectly, because slavery may change, it has evolved. Slavery may evolve. Can slave you through through kukulipa vibaya, through kukuharas, a lot of things. So slavery may evolve. So I can do a lot of things so that even now sometimes you can make progress, but now ni kufinye so that you don't progress. But now ikwe a snail progress, ile pole pole tu, not ile fast progress. So but now if we all come together as Africans or Kenyans, and then we work together, we consume our own content. We support our own authors. We make our own movies. We have our own streaming platform for movies instead of Netflix and other things. So we have everything. That will create now, not rely on other people. Because when you rely on other people, they will control you.
Yeah, true.
Because whoever controls capital controls you. Because me don't control you. So that's what happens. So if now the more we decentralize that thing, the more now a person who lives in Nakuru, or the person who live in Kisumu, or the person who live in Northeastern, who has got his talent na kona internet, can do something. Atume muta kwa Nairobi, they can collaborate together and create something, a movie, a book, whatever it is. And then they earn from that. Unajua, that's what anaitwa nani? They call it gatekeepers. That's what kina Njugusha are fighting. Kuna watu tu wanataka nimasu nipitie kabla hujaenda kwa mkubwa or kwa the main people. So the more we break those things, the more we can create opportunities, the more we'll have more flow of income into our own country. Because what we need in our country is to have more flow of income or money within our economy, so that we don't look outside. Okay, so we are now how East African, I think, brothers and sisters look at us is wanaangalaga wa Kenya ni kama when you come to Kenya we make it. Ugandans nini because of our money and our economy and how open we are. So the more we create an environment that it will be easy, because the reason why these Europeans and Americans are doing better than us is the environment. So economic environment is right, technological environment is right, the supporting environment is right, but us, we depend on each other. What they call it, black tax. Yeah. Unasaidia brother yako, unasaidia so we are unable to save and invest. So ile 30k yako na earn, 20k yako na earn, napea mama yako, babako, you give it to your brothers, you help nini, your siblings. So, because those are your blood, blood people, so you have to help them make it. So in a pain, you have to support them. Yeah. So, but the only way we can break that ni through creating an environment where huyu brother yako mdogo, huyu mtu mwingine can make slight living out of it. Yeah. Like now in New Zealand, my cousin of mine lives in New Zealand. Her kids already wanapata kazi ya kibarua while they're in campus. While they're in campus, they're earning. Because there the minimum wages set. There is job. Hakuna mtu anaweza, unless you're lazy hataka kufanya. Job is there. So who created that environment? It's that country and that people. Yeah. Even us, if we decide we will create an conducive environment where Nuria can hire 10,000, 20,000, another company can hire this, another organization can hire, instead of us saying an international firm into a kohapa, into an hire. So that means those people have an upper hand of us. And racism and them looking down upon us will continue. True. Because as we need to create the environment, an environment where I want to stay here, because I decided not to leave this country. Because I got an opportunity to work outside Kenya. But nikakata, because I said, I will just do what I can to contribute to the growth of our income, at least, of our country. At least if hata sita make, I will get millions of Kenyans who will be inspired with your effort yangu, so that other people cannot be enslaved. Because when I see even now a president saying, sujui tumepata 2,000 jobs in Saudi Arabia, sujui 3,000 jobs. Why are we doing that?
In Haiti, eh? Haiti, we are
even Haiti is another thing. But now, why are we excited getting jobs outside? Why can't we create here? Why can't we reduce taxes in Kenya? Umwambie hii kampuni ndakupatia tax incentives of 5, well, lipa 8%, and then but you make sure you hire 50% because of that tax breaks. You hire more Kenyans. You go to another company, you give them tax breaks, nini, wambie hire more Kenyans. So that employment ikuwa hapa. Instead of us going elsewhere. It's good to go elsewhere, but we need our people to be here. More of Kenyans need to be here, employed. So there are many ways to do it. They know it, but as long as you're being controlled by, that's what I hate, by other people, haitakuwa. Because if IMF and World Bank are dictating, do this, then you're not free. Hakuna kitu inaitwa freedom. As long as you're being remote controlled, do this. If you don't do this, we'll do this. Then we should not be calling ourselves an independent country. True. And that is brought because of greed, because of cowardness, being coward, and because of not being unable to innovate. So I hope young Kenyans will change that, but I don't know.
Okay. I think this will be my parting shot. This is something people don't know about you. I'm also from Cover Me Initiative. So Betty told me to say hi. And I know your work when it comes to inspiring girls between a certain age. You're so big on impacting girls who are menstruating. On menstrual health and mental health. Maybe when did you begin that journey? How many have you impacted?
So I started in 2020 February. And the reason why I started, I used to have a shop down there. So the reason why I started, that initiative was, there's a day, I delivered a book. I used to do deliveries in CBD. That's 2020, 1 month before COVID. So I delivered a book at near Ajib House, actually, near Times Tower, to a customer, because she wanted the book at that time. So I delivered it myself. When I was coming back, and then I saw 2 young Kenyans who were going back to school, a boy and a girl. So they were struggling carrying their luggage. So I told them then, kuna matroli, why can't we just get a trolley back at a bus station? So the guy was willing to contribute 50 bob because it was 100 bob, and the lady she had that money, but alikuwa na save for pads.
Yeah.
So I asked them why. I helped them carry the luggage along Haile Selassie, tukaenda chini upande Bomblast. Then she now narrated to me her story, how she struggles in Nini. She comes from a very poor family. Sometimes she gets in the school parties, a party, and that's a need she needs every month. So nikawalipia the trolley wakaenda. Then when I went back to shop, so it hit me now. There are many Kenyans, especially women who are struggling with that. So, and then I started doing the math. Every month, maybe a lady needs around minimum 200 and period ni every month.
Yeah.
So si kitu ambayo una control is natural. So many families who can't even afford a meal a day are struggling with that. Wako na wasichana wawili watatu. Even the mother, maybe she's still menstruating, so how party nini. So we started a small initiative within the shop where we started giving free pads. Hata saa hizi zingine ziko hapa. So where you can walk in. You can walk into our shop. This packet has 10 pieces. You can walk into our shop and then pick for free. If you want 3, 2, 1. So we started that initiative. It picked. Yeah. Since then, every month we donate over 6 boxes of pads, especially this brand. So each box has 48 packets, and then it has 10 pieces each. So I think the last time I checked, we did, I think, over 12,000 packets. We have donated over 12,000 as of end of last year. So this year, I think maybe it will be close to maybe 15,000 or maybe close to 20,000, I think so. Packets. Talking in terms of pieces, yes, we have donated. So some we donate through organizations. Yeah. There are many local organizations that usually support. Kibra, Mathare, and Huruma, and some outside Nairobi. So where they send, their own people now, and then they pick a box or 2. We should donate. So we donate a minimum of 6 boxes every month. Okay. So each box used to cost us around 1,700. Now it's 2,200 per box. It has increased by 500 shilling. So we still now support. So some comes from our pocket. We also sometimes receive support from friends and also customers who donate a box or a few packets they buy from supermarket and then bring them here. So yeah, it's a good thing. So hopefully one time, what Senator Orioba is doing, Gloria, I hope once that bill is passed, so that at least all, I think, school-going girls, I think if they can get it for free in the school, with for free actually through the schools, and then that would be good, every month. So and then now that can be now extended to girls who are not in school but can't afford it. If they can be supported, and maybe eventually it becomes free.
Thank you so much, Mr. Nuria. I'm happy to be here. Tumepiga raw and uncut manzi.
Karibu sana.
Sasa.
Asanteni sana.
Nashukuru sana.
Karibu sana.
Parting shot.
No, mimi nasema tu Wakenya wakae Kenya, wa build the country. We build Kenya.
Sasa.
Nobody will build for us.
You on social media?
So tuko sisi tumejaa social media. Tuko Facebook, tuko Twitter, we are big on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. So our website is nuriakenya.com. Unaweza visit to buy a local book. Okay. And then we'll deliver it to you.
Appreciate so much. Thank you so much.
Karibu sana bro. Thanks for coming bana. Asante sana.